me see you back it up. Drop that ass down, load it, pick that motherfucker up. Bring it down, bitch. Let me see you back it up. Drop that ass down, load it, pick that motherfucker up. Yeah, back that pussy, she's a motherfucker. Hey.
I'm back in the kitchen. Okay, so I wasn't meant to make this, but obviously contingency plan. So we're here now. The Marge, she saw like my incredible cooking skills, how I can chef it up. So she told me to do a little baking thing. So today I'm going to be cooking a little thing. I'm going to be baking something in a cup. You heard me. I'm going to bake a little cake in a cup. But I have a few things that I've got to go out and get. So I'm going to have to go do that. Okay, so man's got to get a few things for the baker, chef thing. Can't lie, man's not trying to stay out here because the COVID might get me. So let me just... Alright, so I got my thing. I got what I needed. Yeah. But the only problem is there's more people on the road and it's a bit mad, so man's just... Yo, man's back in the kitchen. It's time to get started. Let's get started. We don't get parted. I'm gonna go farted. Oh, damn. First, on the ingredients list, we need 35 grams of plain flour. Now, that's where the novices go wrong. You don't stick to the ingredients. You gotta suss it out for yourself. That's what separates your own cooking and baking to the rest. What is 35 grams? Well, 35 grams, if we're talking about density and mass, in the equilibrium, it would be crazy because blue whales live deep in the deep sea. And obviously they can't come up because of the hydroxyl and the carbon dioxide that lives within the trees. And the bark is like Groot from Marvel, and that's why Star-Lord actually had sex with Iron Man's daughter. So look at this right here. That's 35 grams. That's 35. Stick it in. 35 right there. It needs a little bit more. That's like 32.5.22200 recurrent to the factor of 1. That's my thing right there. That's 35 grams in here. All good. We need 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Actually, I got my tablespoon here. Listen, it says just to put in all the dry ingredients and then put in the little wet ones. 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Baking powder. I'm like baking powder, look like chowder. That's the 1/4. And then what it says to do here is put a pinch of salt. Now, what people think is that you just, that just means a little bit of salt. But honestly, you're actually supposed to pinch the salt. Trust me. I learned this back in Louisiana when I went out there to do a little baking course. And so, listen, and also, you're supposed to actually put it in your hand. And you actually pinch the salt, because what it does is it spreads around the nutrients deep inside of the salt, and this is actually sea salt. So what you're going to get here is all the flavors that was in the sea, all the seaweeds and the crabs. You're actually gonna bring out the full flavor of those creatures which have residue onto the salt. So I think I've pinched that enough, and we're just gonna, this is what they do. You see when you look at like cakes and that, and it says 0.01% salt. This is actually what they do. They just pinch the salt, and then they do a little You know that thing? Hey! You know, hey! You know, hey! This is for a cake in a mug. So really, the ingredients that you should use should be relative to the mug. If you understand what I mean. Like, I don't know what size mug they're talking about, you know. But it is what it is. About half of the whole thing is on the table right now, let me not lie. But this is how it goes. 60 milliliters of milk. And then 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I've got that. Let me get the milk from the fridge. Okay, this is looking like the real deal. You want to see what it's looking like right now? Right now it's looking like that. I think you can see that. I hope you can see that. If you can't, then, well, that's not my problem. That sounds like a you guys' problem, to be honest. Let me mix this up so that it's done being lumpy, and then alright, so all you gotta do now is you just gotta put it in the microwave on high for 70 seconds and see how it comes out, man. I'm sure I've done a great job. Alright, it looks like that. I think you can see that. It looks like that. That's cold. Okay. Okay. Let me be real. That is good. Okay. Whoa, aftertaste. I'll be real. This is good enough to be a forfeit. I'll be real. Taste buds gone. They ain't here. Anyway, thanks for watching that video. Make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, man. Yeah.
Benny Hanna, stepped in Gucci or Prada. We got the sauce on spill, no problem. And my new team bad and love drama. She too fast up. Benny Hanna, stepped in Gucci.